Profanity Nation.
Yeah, it's the new era of man for some old school fans with a new school brand. We got money on the mic with the plan in hand. And Stat Pat to his left, they go hand in hand. And to the right, we got Simpster, he putting it down. It's the Profanity Nation, we running the town. Yeah,
It's the Profanity Nation.
Hey, welcome to the show. Welcome to the Profanity Nation podcast, where we are the voice of the professional fan. As you can see, it's myself and Money Mike today. Stat Pat is on vacation, enjoying time with the family.
It's a summer, man.
It is summer. It is summer. So how you feeling? How you doing in this heat?
Man, look, it's hot. It's good. I'm sweating. I'm working out. I'm getting ready. Yeah, it's going to be epic. August 19th.
Yeah.
Torrance, California.
So you're still working out. You're still working on that mile to not get lapped. I think last we spoke, I think you were on a 12-minute.
I'm still around there. It's hard, man, trying to knock out those minutes, but I'm really going to rededicate myself. And what I mean by rededicate myself, it's hard to kind of go and try to be, because I don't like running. This is something I don't enjoy doing. So I never, I hear people talk about how they when you start exercising, you start, it's like an adrenaline rush, and
you have to have it.
You have to have it. I've never ever. I have worked out 5 days a week and never had I must do it. I love the results. I've had definition in my arms. Could see a little.
Feel better? Do you feel
I feel better. Yeah.
I mean, now you've always been kind of high energy. You're always a high energy guy, anyways. But you feel.
I feel better. My blood pressure is better. Everything, health wise is good. It's just this. Look, I'd much rather be eating a slice of cake and laying down.
But you did also choose the hottest time of the year to have to do this and race and train. It could be 100 and something degrees on that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but that's why we're trying to do it a little early. So that way it won't be. And that's the other thing too. I usually like to get off work, go change clothes and go do my run. But at 5:30, 6 o'clock, it's still hot. So I got to wait till 7. I ain't trying to fall out.
No. And you will too.
Yeah.
Right. So. Of course, we're going to get to some basketball talk, some Laker talk, and so forth. Today, what we're going to do, our buddy, we've had him on the show, Eric Pincus. He went ahead and wrote an article on Bleacher Report, and he talked to other NBA execs and got their feelings on the Lakers and some of the upgrades and our changes the Lakers made. We're going to go run through that article and talk about that a little bit. But until we get there, we're gonna keep talking here, Mike. I just want to bring this up. Okay, and everyone out there, this is completely unbasketball related. However, when in the world did they start playing back to school commercials in late July? Now, for me, I mean, when I started hearing those back to school commercials as a kid, it would make me ill inside, knowing I had to go back to school. That was always September, Labor Day. Now, I understand they go back kind of in August, but I'm hearing them now.
They want that money, man.
I mean, but when does school go back?
Mid-August.
Jeez, that is so fast.
Yeah, it used to be a full 3 months.
Yeah.
Now really is only about 6 weeks.
Wow.
And it's all about economy, money.
Do you like that though? Do you think it's better for for your kids, students wise, as far as retainability, the knowledge?
I like it because it gives them something to do. Like my one daughter I have really active, my other daughter. Man, if you let her, she'll just lay down and not do anything. So, I like it for that. She got to get to moving, see sunlight.
Okay, so it makes it kind of easier on you.
Yeah, well, look, I think as a parent, and it's the personality of the kids. You have, if you have the kids that just want to be inside, and not see daylight.
That's like most of the kids. As long as they have a phone or a tablet or something, they're good.
So I think it's definitely good. Because me, when I was growing up, summer, man, I was out. I wasn't home.
No.
I may be in somebody else's house.
Yeah, but you were.
I wasn't in my house.
And if you were at your house, there were
my friend, if I was, my my friends were over there. So
Exactly.
now you can go and just be. You can FaceTime because we didn't have FaceTime at the end.
No. Well, we didn't
Yeah.
even have. You couldn't even really call.
Right.
Because it wasn't really their phone number, it was the family. So you would ride your bike around and look for all the bikes.
Yeah.
And if they're in that house, that's where everyone was.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's pretty much how you found it and figured it out back then. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I mean, summer is just so short, and I'm hearing these commercials. I was just like, oh my goodness, it's still July, but okay, I guess that's the way it goes.
Yeah, back to school, man.
I
Like
guess
mid August.
I guess it's okay for
Yeah.
parents. I guess you guys like it out there. All right. As we said, we're going to get to some Laker talk here. So as we know, the Lakers went ahead and they made some changes. They had a very successful free agency, and that successful free agency started with the re-signing of Reeves, the re-signing of Hachimura, and of course keeping D'Angelo Russell.
I love the Austin Reeves story though.
Yeah.
Have you heard that story?
So everyone
Oh yeah. So like
bet on himself.
What's crazy about Austin Reeves is he kind of was like, nah, I don't want to get drafted. Like, it'll be cool if I hear my name to be called, but I don't want to get buried on the bench. You know, I know the Lakers are interested in me. I'd rather just be a free agent and go into their camp and try to make the team. And you know, like he had this plan that literally was executed greatly, but at the same time, it makes you wonder, how come he's not a first round draft pick? You know, what did these scouts and all this technology and scouts and video and everything? How come nobody? Thank God they didn't. You know, and thank God for our recruiting team. You know, the Jim Buss and Jesse Buss and all them. But why was he not a first round pick? Or
I would, God, you know what? That would be great, right? To have Jesse in here or someone from the scouting.
Yeah,
that would give us nothing coming up. Obviously, they're not going to give that away. But what did they see in some of these gems that they picked out? I'd love to say what was it about Kuzma that made you go, no, Kuzma's the one? Reeves. What was it about Reeves? Even going back like a Larry Nance and that, like, what was it about some of these players? Because I'm sure they can speak on it now.
Right.
That would be so interesting, right?
It would be 100%, because I mean, it's just how things work. I love the diamond in the rough. Like, you know, to me, if I was in that position to be able to find something and have an eye for somebody that no one else did. You know what I mean? Like I mean, the most famous one is Kobe Bryant with Jerry West. He said, hey, in 5 years, he's gonna be one of the best players in the game. And everybody was like, you know, coming out of high school at the time wasn't the thing, you know.
He was one of the last of that era.
Yeah, and you know, Jerry West just knew, like, you know, and just to be able to do that. But for him to bet on himself, matter of fact, here's, you know what? You know, shameless plug. We're in about another month and a half, we're gonna have a sneakerhead show coming on. And I was just reading an article about Austin Reeves. He has a signature shoe. It's a China company, and they're releasing his shoes limited edition. They're only gonna release like 2,000 of his shoes. And so I want to know. I want to ask sneakerheads out there. Hey, it's called the AR1, and you know, it's not a very well known shoe company, but there's only going to be 2,000 out there. Is this something that going to have resale value?
Or is it just 2,000 pairs?
Or is it just 2,000 pairs
of shoes
because they don't think anybody's going to buy
end
them?
up in a Walmart? I have no idea, but that is incredibly interesting. Now, you know, bringing up Austin Reeves, and it also there was a player this year that did the same thing. Who was it? Do you recall?
That bet on himself.
Bet on himself. Decided not to get drafted in the second round so that the Lakers can sign him to an undrafted deal. And we'll figure that out. Please comment in the comments. I'm sorry, I'm not calling the name right now, but it's a similar situation. And I ask you this then. If this becomes a trend, and it cannot be a trend with all teams because all teams don't have the kind of notoriety that the Lakers have, does this kind of equal an extra draft pick for them? Because Where would Austin Reeves have been drafted in the second round?
Detroit.
Okay, at what pick?
He was around the 40th pick. Around
Okay,
around
so they got him without a pick. So that's the same as them having the 40th pick.
Yeah, kind of, sort of, because literally, like, he was talking about Detroit were trying to get him, and he was like, "Hey, yeah," literally, he said, "Hey, if you don't mind not drafting me, like, help me out, like."
They're pissed.
I mean,
they're like,
it's funny though, because it's almost like, well, I kind of would prefer not to, like, and that's the thing that everybody, or you think, if you're in playing basketball, you want to get called by Adam Silver, walking up, the
I think first round is one thing. When you get in the second round, it's a little different.
Yeah, but it is, he said he would have liked to have his name called, but he'd rather not be called if you're gonna go to, and isn't that kind of like an insult to the team too? Because
Detroit,
because it's almost like, hey, you guys suck so bad
that I prefer
to be undrafted
now,
than play with you.
Now, as we're talking this through, things are coming to my mind, thoughts on this. And, first one was, does this equate to an extra draft pick for the Lakers? Essentially, because now they can talk to talent and say, hey, we only have 1 second round pick, but we really like you. And if you go undrafted, we will sign you. Do you think that's tampering?
No, I mean,
these players are now telling other teams, do not, because I'm going here already. Even if they can't draft me, I could see other teams complaining eventually, especially if the Lakers are able to continue to pull this off with top talent. And where Adam Silver goes, yeah, you cannot promise anything or make, and of course the Lakers say they did.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. Like, I mean, what are you promising? You're
saying if you go undrafted,
you're only promising we're going to bring you into camp
if you go undrafted.
They're not saying they're not going to.
With a wink.
I mean, you can't promise I'm gonna make you a Laker.
Yeah,
you're gonna be a starter.
But
I'm just gonna promise them we're gonna bring you.
But what
camp.
if they do?
These are things that normally happen anyway, right? Like,
I don't know.
No, but they do.
But nowadays they could do a whole pitch. They could bring these second round players in and say, "Hey guys, we don't have a second round pick, but watch this film." And here comes Austin Reeves, and he's got his promotion,
and Caruso,
and all these other players, and it's like, hey, look what we could do for you. And they're like, yeah, I don't want to go to New Orleans, I don't want to go to Charlotte, even if it's a high second.
I mean, it's hilarious, but at the same time, man, you can't promise him a starting lineup.
No, but they're not looking for that anywhere in second round.
Hey, man, is it hampering by me saying, as a representative of the Lakers, hey, we really like you, but we can't draft you. If you go undrafted, we'll bring you into camp. Is that hampering?
I think it is. If I was another team, I would say, dude, you're, especially if I was Detroit, saying, hey, we now heard from 2 players in 2 years, let's say, that said, no, don't draft me. I'd rather wait.
Yeah,
but I have a guaranteed deal in the back.
Here's a real question. If Detroit says, I want to draft you, and the agent says, no, don't draft him, why are we allowing this to happen? Are we, because my thing is, if I'm Detroit and I know the Lakers may want this player, I could draft him and offer in the trade.
True.
But
I don't think you want to do that and bet your future. You just want players that want to be part of your system. You want, especially that age.
But wait a minute, but it's well known. Nobody nobody really want to go to a small market. No, you know what I mean? Like, who does anybody really want to go to Oklahoma and play basketball? Like, do you really want to go to these places? I mean, San Antonio's okay. Do you?
Well, San Antonio's okay only because they had success.
Yeah,
but if they had no success, they'd do the same.
Yeah, but who? Yeah, who? I mean, does anybody really want to go to Houston?
Yeah,
if you're a number one pick,
exactly.
Like Washington. Does anybody want to go to Washington?
But I mean, seriously, what this is showing is what we've been saying for years now, is that the Lakers scouting is so good that they can pick players, and even the rookie players and the agents understand how good the scouting is. And if the Lakers pick you, they are probably going to highlight you in a way and groom you in a way to get paid.
So if I'm another team, let's say I'm the Wizards,
Yeah, I'd be pissed.
and I'm looking at what the Lakers are doing, and word gets out, I'm going like, well, I don't know what they see in this player.
I'll
But
take that guy.
I'm taking that
Exactly,
guy
that's it, yeah.
because they know something I don't know.
Piggyback off, just
sometimes
poach off their scouting.
Sometimes you just gotta go. They know something I don't know.
That's right.
And I gotta, whatever that is, it's worked for them. So then, therefore, I'm going to, grab them and see what they know.
Yeah, and
I literally will probably have to get burned a couple
times before. It's been that good
because they know something I don't know.
They've been that good and consistently good.
They're man, their farm system, they're slam dunk champions, and
they're doing good
and everything. So it's crazy.
So with that, obviously, if they can continue with the drafting, and even the signing of undrafted players, how they're doing it, however that goes, they're doing great. But like I said in the beginning of the show, we're going to talk about this a little bit. Our buddy, he was here on the show, Eric Pincus. He writes for several different papers, but this one happened to be on Bleacher Report. Thank you, Eric. And the headline here today is NBA Insider Poll: Next season's Lakers team will be ... Now, of course, they're not going to name who they spoke to, but I'm just going to run through some of these talks here. Most of them are positive in a sense. Better. Lakers have improved over the last 43 win season. Some work has to be done ahead of the trade deadline, leading to a deeper run. This one, another NBA executive, dependent on their stars, still felt a little too dependent. Another one, versatile. Versatile is one of the things that are really important in today's NBA, right? Can he defend a 3 or 4? Is he multi-positional? So forth and so on. And now, LA has their 4 playmakers, as it states here. You got Austin Reeves, Russell, James, and Vincent. And all of those players can essentially get their own shot or get a shot for someone else. So, there's some big changes there. There's some great stuff. Thin up front. That one we knew. We talked about that. We talked about the bigs.
We're trying to get some big men running.
Now there's some rumors out there.
Yeah. So looks like it depends on what you read, but they're saying that the Lakers are really close to Christian Wood. I actually like that.
There were rumors about this seasons past as well.
Wow,
right?
yeah. There's always been an interest, definitely from the Lakers. Sound like it's more of a mutual interest now. Christian Wood, man, was a great prospect over there in Houston. And I would love to have him on our team. We kind of took a little bit downward slide, but not to his fault. I just think it was just mainly the team. So we're obviously we only have the minimum that we could give him. If he takes that, I definitely think he could. He'll probably then shorter us, and play above his contract, and then get a larger deal. So I hope the Lakers locks him up for something, so that way we won't do that. But you already know how the Lakers go. But no, Christian Wood definitely would be a help for us. He's a big man. You could put him right beside AD. He could do more of the banking.
He could do the banging that AD doesn't like.
Yeah.
Up against those bigs. Okay, so that's important. So they're still out there playing the game. Now, word is that with the team currently, the Lakers believe they're 8 wins better. They believe they can squeak out approximately another 8 wins. So I believe that would put them at about 51 wins on the year. What do you think about that?
Yeah, last season was the weirdest season.
You almost have it's 2 seasons in a sense because of the 2 dynamically different halves.
But the Lakers had a weird season like you said, because it was literally two separate teams in one season, which is very rare. Number one, but number two is there was nobody that really blew up the spot. Did anybody get 60 wins? I don't think
No,
anybody.
last year. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
nobody even got 60
It was a
wins.
strange season for
Yeah,
the NBA.
it was a strange season for the
especially
NBA.
in the West.
Because
Especially in the West.
I wouldn't say that I wouldn't say it was more competitive though. Like you would think that if you had these wins, 55 and 48 and 51, that it would have been you would have felt like it was more competitive. It just really kind of felt like no team really was good.
Yeah, like everyone had issues. Nobody got hot. Nobody went on big streaks.
Right.
It was just kind of a ho hum season. To be
Yeah, like it was just really weird season. So if it's based on last season, yes, I think we could probably win 8 more games because the Lakers didn't get above 500 till, man, maybe we only have 20 games left, 25 games left. Yeah. So my biggest concern is, and there's no excuse for this, is we're starting off the season with our core there.
Yep.
So they know each other. We have even
should get off
the
to a
backup.
good start.
Yeah, so I think like the first 20 games, I mean, we should be able to go 14-6. You know what I mean? Not without even looking at the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So
they should get a good start.
So yeah, I mean, they definitely
second year coach Darvin Ham.
Yeah, they know each other now. So they definitely should be able to get a good start.
Right.
Be way above 500. 3 or 4 games.
So about 53 wins on the year is
yeah,
about
right? I can see that. I mean, you have to take account of injuries. LeBron is
age.
Yeah, LeBron is going to be LeBron and kind of just stand around and kind of pick his poison. He doesn't really play a full game anymore.
Yeah, his minutes. I think they got to start talking about at least reducing minutes.
He's on the court,
especially going into playoffs.
He's on the court. He's just standing around.
That's true. He just doesn't necessarily.
So it doesn't. I mean, he'll get credit for the minutes.
He'll get credit for that.
Yeah. So
but that takes away from his efficiency because he's not scoring. All right, guys. Well, thank you for sticking with us. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to go ahead and pay some bills. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Profanity Nation podcast, but do us a favor, hit that subscribe button right now. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to follow us on Infanity Television or at Infanity Television on Instagram. Be sure to chime in, say hello, put in the comments what you think. Tell us we're full of it, whatever you'd like. But we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. United One Protection Services. With over 30 years of experience, United One Protection Services has more expertise and knowledge than the other security companies combined. Residential, commercial, municipal, or institutional, United One Protection Services does more than just security. We protect your livelihood. United One Protection Services.
Profanity Nation.
A podcast for the fans, by the fans. Dive deep into the topics the other shows miss. Raw and uncensored.
And he's going to play team ball. His legacy is at stake.
Rare, hard-hitting interviews with players, coaches, and you, the super fans.
I'm not hating. I'm like, okay, cool. Good.
3 championships in 5 years. He's more than good, bro.
Profanity Nation. Listen live or subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. Powered by Jesse Brown of Keller Williams.
And we're back. We're back with the Profanity Nation podcast. Thanks again. Subscribe, follow, subscribe, and follow here. Follow us at Infanity TV on YouTube, everywhere. Michael Jordan, he's selling the team.
Yeah.
He is selling the team. It has been approved. Did you hear what the vote result was, Mike?
No, I didn't.
It was 29-1. in favor of him selling Mike Dolan from the New York Knicks. The only one that said no.
Really?
The only one that said
I
no.
wonder why.
I don't know. Why? Why, Dolan? Why? Either way, it's going through. So Michael Jordan is selling his or a majority of his share in the Hornets, so he will no longer be a majority stake owner. He's going to make some good dollars on this. Not that he needs it, but he is definitely going to make some good dollars on this. I believe if the numbers are correct here, Jordan paid $275 million back in 2010. He has now sold it for $3 billion.
Yeah. Not
Yeah.
a bad, like what they say, 7 years you're supposed to double. So
yeah, well, he did that.
See,
a couple
275. So for 5, he was only expected 550. He's had it for 30. He's had it for 13 years.
Yeah, so double it twice.
So that's double it twice, 557. We never had $1 billion yet. Simpson.
He's done good, my friend.
Hey, that was a good investment, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, he's done good. And of course, before he did, he got to business and signed LaMelo to that massive extension, which was a good thing. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So these billionaires are hustling and bustling, and that leads us to right back to the Lakers and the Lakers billionaire, my friend, our buddy, Mr. Magic Johnson. He now has completed the deal, or will be completing the deal, and he has completed a dream, we should say, to be an owner of an NFL team. They are purchasing the Commanders with his investment group.
Yeah, that's historic. I mean, it definitely is historic. Congratulations to him. I mean, you know what I wonder though, like what the thing I question about. I don't question the purchase. I question. I don't even question the opportunity. I just question like the Washington Commanders. Like, see, because
it was available.
Yeah, but
what's available.
Here's the thing. So Magic, obviously, he's from Michigan, but he's in LA. So for him to have a stake in the Lakers is obvious. For him to have a stake in the Sparks is obvious. For him to have part ownership of the Dodgers is kind of like obvious.
Yeah. If he was involved with the soccer team.
Yeah, right. LA, he is.
Yeah.
LAFC.
There it is.
You know what I mean? It's obvious. Like, it's all like LA kind of bread stuff, and you kind of just like love that. Like, Magic is the LA guy. I understand this opportunity. You know what I mean? He wasn't gonna get the Rams or wasn't gonna get the Chargers.
No, that's not gonna
nobody
come up
from like the
soon.
West Coast or anything like that. But it just like, okay, what are the Commanders gonna do? Now I will tell you this. Magic, every team that he has owned has won.
Yes.
And so I will say that I don't see any
I believe the fans are
potential in the Washington Commanders. Man, can they change the name?
I believe he is.
Yeah,
I believe he's going to change the name. I do not know what was out there. Maybe again in the comment section, you guys can help us out. But yes, I do believe they were going to change the name.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's the first thing they got to do. They got to do a whole nother rebrand. Man, like
now they can. You couldn't do it with the original owner.
No.
So now they can do it. It can be successful.
Yeah, and we can see what it is though. But I'll tell you what's really interesting. And listen, this is no shade by no means. The headline is, and obviously he was part of a ownership group package.
Yes, it's not him. So
yeah, right. And you hear Magic and I love his interview. I love his passion. He was crying and he was just so happy. Do you actually know the percentage that he owns?
No.
4%.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, but it's only 4%.
Mm-hmm.
Like 96%. I mean, now listen, I understand you own 4% of $6 billion.
Yes,
which is really like I would love to be there, but they're talking like
he's the majority.
Yeah,
he's going to be the face.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's the face of each organization that he takes over.
Mm-hmm.
But you're talking there's a lot that goes that's involved with these large professional teams such as
Right.
NFL and NBA. It's different than running the Sparks. It's going to be
Yeah.
different, in all due respect. So you need that support, but he's always been that guy. Even when he did the Dodgers, he put a team around the Oppenheimer.
Yeah, and he's a minority shade. And listen, I'm not throwing any shade. I just think it's really interesting.
Mhm.
Now
But the question is, did he have to put out cash for that 4%, or did he just have to broker the deal? Because if he brokered the deal and made it happen and put the pieces together to make it happen, and he gets his 4%, that's pretty nice.
Okay, so what's 4% of $6 billion?
What's 4% of $1 billion is going to be like $4 million.
Yeah. Okay.
So
He probably put in, paid for
40 million.
Yeah, 40 million. Okay,
40 million.
Well, I mean, listen,
6.
if you Google him,
240 million.
Yeah, and he's worth 700 million. So hey,
so he wants to get to that billion.
Yeah, so if he gets to like Magic.
Yeah.
I mean, not like Mike.
Like Mike. Well, Mike's not multi-billion, but he's
you know what I'm saying.
It was that deal that you passed up on way back when, Mike.
Oh yeah,
hey, Magic.
Yeah, you could.
Air Magic.
They offered it to you first.
That's like the next Back to the Future. If they made one,
right?
Like it should have been. He took the deal, and everything's Air Magic instead of Jordan. Who's Jordan? I never heard of Jordan.
Right.
That would be like that alternate universe.
Yeah, it could have been Air Magic. That's has a ring to it.
That's for sure.
That's hilarious. but no, you know what though? He's a great businessman. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, Magic is like one of the nicest people, and I've met a whole lot of different celebrities, especially basketball players and stuff. He is like just really an awesome, great guy, great businessman. Gives back.
Yeah.
There's nothing bad you can ever say about Magic at all.
Mm-hmm.
And congratulations to him, man. The Washington Commanders, though, you got to change your name.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of rebranded. We'll see. Let's see what.
How about the Washington Los Angeles Commanders?
Washington Los Angeles.
You'll like that, right? Oh, that's awesome. Okay, let's get back to NBA now here really quick, Mike. So a rumor or report came out that this is not official. This is hearsay. However, I did read this report. A rumor came out that the NBA has decided that there will be 2 expansion teams, and those expansion teams will be in Las Vegas and Seattle. Okay. Seattle would get their team back. I like it. I see no problem with it if that's the way it goes. What do you think, A, about those locations, and then B, about the league expanding at all?
I think, well, first of all, those 2 locations are definitely the 2, right? Like Seattle's, they've wanted a team. For those of you guys that don't know, the Seattle Supersonics became the OKC Thunder. And ever since and they were promised when the team was bought that it was not going to be moved, and literally like 2 years later they went and moved the team. So Seattle has been dying.
And Seattle was a great NBA fan base,
right? And so congratulations to them for getting them. And then Vegas, baby. I mean, it's so interesting if you look at the evolution of Vegas in the last 20 years, right? Because originally, if you look at it, if you go into the history of Las Vegas, there was a fear back in the day that you couldn't have a team there because there was corruption and mob and gambling and all that type of stuff, and it was like they just wouldn't touch it. And then I think one of the first things that were done that I can remember, probably about 15 years ago, was when they had the NBA All-Star game out in Vegas. And it was just when I say it was awesome,
it was wildly successful.
It was awesome on so many levels. And you kind of saw then the footprint. Like, man, maybe this could work.
Summer League,
right? No, well, even before Summer League, then other leagues
started having
started being guinea pigs. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So in the last 5 years, you You got the Golden Knights, that went over there,
NHL,
and then they were like successful. And then the Aces, you know what I mean? And
wildly successful this year, guys.
Look, and the thing about the Aces are,
they're stacked.
They're one of the more popular teams in the WNBA.
Well, they're stacked.
Well, yeah, but
when you name all the stars on the team and then you go, oh yeah, and they have Candace Parker when she's an afterthought,
right?
The team is
and
stacked.
Then Becky came over there.
I'm telling you, dude.
And so now, like if you look at that, like the Golden Knights are only 5 years, and they have a Stanley Cup. Aces only 4 or 5 years. They have a championship
and about to get another one.
Right. Oh yeah, they're
about to.
Yeah, they're about to go. I think they actually are for the WNBA fans. I think they're basically the Houston Comets.
Yeah.
I mean, Houston Comets won. I think
they have everything in place for a dynasty if they keep their health.
Right. Yeah. It was It was crazy when the WNBA started back in '96, I believe. Where the Comets were just taking over everything. I mean, it was Comets you knew about, Lisa Leslie and the Sparks and everything, but it was Cynthia Cooper. It was crazy back then, and you could really see that with the Las Vegas. So, man, like this is actually the most.
And baseball now on its way.
Baseball's coming. The Oakland A's are going. So it look and look. You get a test of this, and the arenas are state of the art. Like the T-Mobile Arena, they just got the Sphere.
Sphere.
Man. I mean, Vegas is doing everything right.
Yeah,
and so look, I definitely think that it will be a great thing to expand, and give other players more opportunities.
And tourism is picking up in Vegas because of it. We're here in Los Angeles, of course. So Las Vegas is roughly a 4 to 5 hour drive, depending on where you live in Los Angeles, from Los Angeles to Las Vegas. However, have you ever heard of a megabus? You've seen them driving around?
Yeah.
They're a big bus that you pay like $1 or $2. They opened up two Los Angeles and 2 Vegas each way, 2 times each day. They just had to double that because people are paying like crazy to hop on the bus for a couple bucks and take it all the way to Vegas. I think
the new thing that's coming though.
Oh yeah, well I was gonna get to that. Yeah. Well, they've been working on it,
but now it's approved.
Yeah, but you know why?
Because all the
of course we're talking bullet train.
Tourism.
We're talking
tourism
bullet train.
And everything
okay,
like
yeah, but the reason why I got approved right now.
Yeah.
You know why I got approved right now?
Why? Go ahead.
Because of the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles. Las Vegas wants to be the sister city where people can stay in Vegas, hop on a bullet train, and in 80 minutes make it to the Olympics and go right back to Vegas and stay in Vegas for the 2028 Olympics. That is exactly why.
Wow.
And that's why they just approved it, and they're going to fast track it and make sure that the bullet train is up and running by 2027.
About $36 billion.
Yep,
something like
it's going to happen. That's why it's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that is a complete game changer for me to be able to go and get on the bullet plane and sit back
minutes.
And I mean, look,
you're already drinking.
I'll pay $70-$80 for that, and it's not even gonna be that much. I don't think. No. To go do that, man.
Yeah.
Like I totally would do.
Yeah.
Like there's no
and not have to worry about the biggest thing here. Sometimes you can get to Vegas in 3.5, 4 hours, depending. But the biggest thing is there's really one way, and that's what's called Highway 15, and it's 2 lanes, 3 lanes in some places. But if there's an accident, you're done, and there is no other alternative.
I'm driving to Vegas literally this weekend, so I'm dreading that 4-hour drive. But hey, that's what we're gonna do. But yeah, no, man, like it's going to be an amazing thing to see all that. It definitely is going to be.
Yeah,
popular.
I can't wait. I love it. Once they announced years ago that LA was given the 2028 Olympics, that's it, because every town. Just think about when it was in Beijing, the buildings and the infrastructure that they built there. All of that will go into LA. LA will be the most technologically sound city in the world by 2028, because of the Olympics.
Yeah.
The buildings, the transportation, everything will be, if it's going to exist and it's new, it will happen in LA because they want it for the Olympics.
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely. I mean, it's an exciting time for sure.
You got something for
Yeah,
us?
I got
something for us. All right. Well, as always, we finish the show here with a segment we call Money Mike's Out of Bounds. Money Mike's going to share his thoughts or opinions on a topic, and it's really simple. He just wants to know if those thoughts or opinions are in bounds or out of bounds. Mr. Money Mike, you got the mic.
All right, so look, and this is not sports related at all, but you got, I'm pretty sure everybody heard about the $1 billion Powerball that happened and they actually, it was one ticket and it was sold in downtown LA, downtown LA, right around the corner from Skid Row, matter of fact. And everybody, like all the news people, they found the store and they got cameras over there in front of the store and everything, and they're trying to find the person that won, right? And there was this lady that came in there and she kind of fell out and acted like she was excited, and they was chasing her like, "Are you the winner? Are you the winner?" And I'm watching that, and my biggest question was, Jeff Simpson, why she go down there? Like,
there's nothing there for.
There's nothing there for. Like, there's nothing for you.
Was she the winner?
I don't even know. They have not certified the winner.
Oh, okay.
But if I won that winning ticket, why would I go down there? Like, I just don't understand. Like,
there's nothing. It's not like you're going to cash it in there.
I'm not about to go and then they're going to cash out.
One.
Like the lottery. The lottery says that there's a process in order to verify, confirm that you are actually, and none of that happens at that liquor store in downtown LA.
So why would they?
So am I out of bounds to say, yo, there's no reason in the world for me to go down to the liquor store?
No.
Am I out of bounds to say that?
Nah, you're in bounds. You're in bounds. What's out of bounds is the media that's there that thought someone would go there who won the $1 billion and would just go, "Hey, it's me." Just do it there. You know, that they're the ones that are out of bounds. You're in bounds.
Right, yeah, because I'm trying to figure it out. Like, it's a whole process.
Yeah.
Why the hell are we going? I mean, what?
Yeah. You know what? I think a lot of people should have gone there and say, "I'm the winner. No, I'm the winner. No, I'm the winner," and just confuse everybody.
That would be funny though.
Yeah, exactly.
That literally would be funny. That should be the new TikTok.
We should have went there with our shirts on and say we won.
I tell you what,
Infanity TV, and it would have got all over every.
Hey, okay. Hey, let's do that right now. Mega Million is at 800 million.
Okay, when they
if they win locally,
and there's media,
Infanity TV is gonna go there
and say
we're gonna win, and we're gonna call it a prank.
That's awesome. You heard it here first.
All right, let's do it.
All right. And that, my friend, is inbounds. That is inbounds. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for hanging out. We'll get our boy Step Pat here as soon as we can, but he's enjoying himself. Until then, hang in there. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram. You've been watching the Profanity Nation podcast. We out.
All right. Peace.